There must be people in the marina flushing the toilets into the dock. Wait till you see the size of this massive log. Welcome back guys to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. Now, just as a starting note, as you may have noticed, I've changed the name from Sea Tailors to Boats with a Z UK. Only because a lot of my friends, subscribers, have mentioned to me that when they search YouTube to try and find the channel, all they find is the singer Taylor Swift. So with that in mind, I thought it would be best just to give it a change of name and to pick something that was a bit shorter and a bit easier to kind of locate. So that's what we did. We've changed it to Boats with the Z UK. So I haven't uploaded for about a week or so, only because I've been working on a nice video for you guys. It took a bit of preparation, lots of editing, and quite a bit of work involved with this particular video. So please stay tuned for that. And please make sure you like and subscribe, because I have noticed, guys, if you just check out his statistics on one of my last videos, I noticed that only 1.3% are subscribed to the channel out of the 98.7% I think it was that have viewed the video. So it's totally free to subscribe. You just got to press that button, hit that notification bell, and you'll always see some more fresh, exciting content from me. So what the plan is today is to kind of winterize the boat. I don't want to fully, completely and utterly winterize it, because we could still be taking this boat out over the winter. But what I want to do is make it simplified so I can easily get on board and get everything back up and running again. But what I really need to do is check the water system and make sure all the water side of things are drained down the boat. I'm just going to quickly show you what I've done, what I'm on with, and how I'm going to do that. And what you should do to drain your boat down for winter, when we're currently looking at around about -2, -3 here in the UK, and it's meant to be here all week. So it'd be nice not to have any burst pipes come switching everything back on. So let's go and check that out, and let's go and see how I've done it, and you can have a quick look around where all my sea cocks are. Let's go and locate them. So first of all, stepping down into the galley of the boat, just under the floor here, I've already took it up, save all the messing about. And we have a big sea cock there, which is the outlet for the toilet. And also the inlet for the toilet is just down there, which I have well, it's not disconnected. I've closed it off for the winter. It makes good practice, guys, as well, even if you don't turn your sea cocks off very often, just to come down and just open and shut them every now and then anyway, because it keeps everything free. So when you do need to turn them off in a hurry, it's just a lot easier to do. So I've drained that one down. Sorry, I keep on saying drained it down. I have switched it off, and then in the cupboard here, which I've managed to soak in quite nicely, fill it full of water at the same time, I have a fresh water system separately. So the fresh water tap, and it has a big filter system on that as well, which is the most expensive filter I've ever bought. Nice just to actually mention this to you while I'm here, because if anyone's putting a water system on board, this one came with the boat. And it's called a Natural Pure. Now, when I swapped the filter on this, I think it was like £120 for the filter, and I changed it, look, on the 9th of the 6th 2023. So, you know, every 6 months to 12 months to change them. I'm not sure what the exact time scale on it is, but I even made sure I stuck a part number there. So if you want to just quickly check out, if anyone's using this system, that is the part number, because it did take me a while to actually find this part number to make sure I got the exact filter for this system, because obviously things have changed and I didn't know how old this unit was. So that, if anybody has one of these Natural Pure filter systems and you are looking for the right filter for it, and this is an early one, that is the number. That could be of some use to somebody out there. So now I've done that, I've just drained it down, let all the water out, left all the taps open, of course, to make sure that there's no water in the system. We've turned the pump off, and we've drained the pump down as well. The pump lives under the seat, and what I have done is I've made sure it was completely empty, and I've emptied the main water tank of the boat as well completely to empty. That just makes things a little bit easier. So because I am in the engine room next, I had to remove the floor section, which is kind of always in your way, this big piece of floor. This will be addressed at some point on another video, having to modify these floors so we don't have the hassle of having to take the entire floor section out just to get access to the engine room when I need to. Let's move on to the forward heads and have a look at them. So navigate my way to the forward heads. with everything being in my way, I ain't getting past there, am I? I am not getting through there at all. I'll move forward. I'll have to kind of shut the door on myself. Stuff in my way makes life a little bit more difficult to do a job. So into the forward heads. Here we are. I don't think you want to see a picture of a toilet. Now, all I've done here is that I've just drained the shower head off, took the shower head off, sorry, and I've opened the taps and I've made sure I've drained that pipe out. Now, I am going to run an air line through the system just to blow all the water back out, but I am going to have to do that from the pump end just to make sure that there's no water still left in the system. So now moving on to the fore cabin. In the fore cabin, guys, all I have here is a very, very simple greenhouse style heater, which is just there, look guys, as you can see, and that just runs on a thermostat. I can just zoom into the thermostat without having to climb this massive piece of floor section. These thermostats just have a simple gauge on them to kind of set the temperature, and I've kind of set these to about 5 degrees, I think it is. I can't really see very well because I'm going to climb over this massive piece of timber. And that's just giving off a nice little bit of warmth, just to keep the moisture out of the boat and keep everything just aired out nicely. So I like that. So next up, let's move on to the engine room. So I'll navigate my way to the engine room through all the debris I've got everywhere. We will find my little step down, which is basically the battery compartments. Battery compartment here, battery compartment there. One's for the service batteries, engine batteries, bow thruster. Let's get my way into here. So as you can see, I've turned the tube heaters on in the bilge, in the engine room, sorry, which is right above the seacocks. But the problem I have is they're not warming up at all. So that must be faulty, because I've set it at 15 degrees to test it, and neither of these are chucking out any sort of warmth whatsoever. Boat ownership, once again, something else needs fixing. I love it! Okay, so because I've got all the floors up, making my way to the aft cabin is more challenging than ever. Table in the way, a hole in the floor where you can fall down. It's just all a minefield, guys. It's a minefield in here. So stepping down to the aft cabin, we also have another seacock, which I don't want to overlook, which I've already checked. And there it is, just under there, right next to the heads, is a seacock just here. So I'll just open and shut that just to show you. They're all free, and make sure that's turned right off, ready for the winter. Disconnect the shower head, disconnect the pipe, turn the tap on, drained all the water from that. We should be good to go. Okay, so what I've done is I have completely drained the water system. I've drained the pump off. The califier system on this boat, guys, is a big, big water tank. It's a good size. In fact, I'm going to show you that right now. So here's the water tank, which is the one for the hot water system. It's a big, big tank made of stainless steel. And of course, I don't want that to get burst in winter. So I have drained that down by leaving taps on just to get it as much as I can out of it. And what I'll do is I'll disconnect, there's the water pump, I will disconnect that feed, and I'll blow that with the air line to make sure I've not trapped any water in it, and along with the pressured system as well. That's the pressure tank to give the water pressure in the boat, which keeps the shower running nicely. Massively important job is next, and this is one thing you should never forget. And believe it or not, it's the easiest job to do. Do not start water inlets closed. A simple, simple, simple reminder to put on your dashboard near your keyholes to not start the engine. That is my best tip of the day. So I am going to leave all these floors exposed for now. Leave my floors where they are down here, because I am going to have to investigate that tube heaters that are in the engine room. They're definitely not warming up, so because of that, I don't want to risk any. I like to keep the engines warm. They should always be warm. Just a little bit, but warm. So that was just a quick rundown of what I've done to kind of make the boat good for winter. So if you like what you're seeing so far, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Also, please stay tuned for next week when I send the new video out, which has took a bit of effort, it's going to be worth it. So please make sure you stick around for that next video. Thanks very much, and I'll see you again on Boats UK. Peace out.